Hey, you're on the Bible Forum. I'm Warren Sprouse. It's Sunday night. We do this every Sunday night from 8 to 10 p.m. live. If you want to get in a chat room and you want to holler at me. Bill and Melinda Gates pledged $10 billion in a call for a decade of vaccines. That's the title of a press release from Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation website. So what's wrong with that? Well, Bill's a globalist. His dad was a globalist. And well, last year, Bill stepped down from Microsoft to pursue his new initiatives. Among them, something called ID 2020, a program that seeks to give everyone on the planet a digital ID and vaccinations. Sound familiar? These are not evil ideas in themselves. But when you look at the big picture, the worldview of the players, and what the Bible says will happen in the future tribulation period, everything seems to be lining up. Look at it. Bill Gates, a computer entrepreneur, has been heavily involved with the UN and the World Health Organization, WHO. It's the global health arm of the UN, has been for some time. If you are wondering why a computer entrepreneur is involved in world health and vaccines, you're not alone. The UN officially adopts a plan to change everything by 2030 with the promise that, quote, no one will be left behind, end of quote. Sound like anything you know? Bill Gates pledges what he calls a decade of vaccines. Vaccines that culminates in the year 2030 and at the same time funds ID 2020 with a manifesto that says, among other things, everyone should be able to assert their identity across institutional and national borders and across time, end of quote, and that they want to provide, quote, an alternative to individuals lacking safe and reliable access to state-based systems, end of quote. What does all that mean? What it means is that vaccines and digital IDs are merging together. The question becomes how? Well, here we find something called quantum dot technology. It's new technology, apparently well known, freely discussed in various online tech articles, and it's the next step beyond microchipping. And what this means is that visible and invisible ink can be tattooed on someone as they are receiving a vaccine. Embedded in this tattoo is digital technology that verifies they have had a vaccine. Presumably, this could also be technology used to give anyone, a permanent digital ID. Are you wondering who funded, initiated the project? Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Check it out. Research the terms quantum dot vaccine or quantum dot technology. There are also a few websites from the sources to help you begin check it all out. Now, here's something even more strange. A short time after Bill Gates stepped down from Microsoft's board of directors, the company filed an international patent for something called a cryptocurrency system using body activity data. In layman's terms, this means a cashless financial system connected to individual people. Now, some argue that this could just be a patent for technology, technology that allows for smartphones, smartwatches, other wearable technology to connect with a cashless payment system. And that's all true. But when you look at this in view of end times Bible prophecy, you can't help but connect a few dots. The bottom line is this emerging technology connects individual humans to a database and a cashless system. That's a fact. The future mark of the beast described in the book of the Revelation and implemented at the midpoint of that period necessarily requires a cashless system, a database-driven digital tracking capability, and a mark on the skin, not embedded underneath, that seems to have health/DNA effects associated with it. Think of all of that in light of everything that I've just mentioned. In my view, all of these details are converging and accelerating due to the global effects of COVID-19. Now, here's the rub. The patent number is WO/2020/060606. Now, many have suggested that it stands for World Order 2020-666, which is, of course, the specific number mentioned in the passage in Revelation regarding the mark of the beast. But all of that could very well be a coincidence. But I don't think so. So how did this number come about? Well, there are a couple of possibilities. The number generated was completely random. Of course, the chances that a technology closely mirroring the biblical mark of the beast would have these 3 6s in a row is pretty much off the chart. Not to mention a number that is the same year as Gates' ID 2020. Another possibility is the patent applicants requested this specific number because of its inherent meaning. This makes sense, especially when connected to someone as globally powerful as Bill Gates. And if this number was requested, it obviously has meaning to those who filed the global patent. Possibility 3. The patent applicants requested this specific number to poke fun at Christians and to intentionally get Bible prophecy teachers all bent out of shape. If that's the case, it still fits into the end-time Bible prophecy when mockers will abound, 2 Peter 3:4, and raises additional concerns. The bottom line of all this is that due to COVID-19, the end-time convergence of signs and conditions has been shifted into overdrive. The birth pains described by Jesus in Matthew chapter 24 are increasing with frequency and intensity globally right before your eyes. We have yet to see the full effects of the virus upon the world's health, wealth, freedoms, and whatever fallout might come of it. But we should be ready. Ready for not just a few normal, but a new world order normal. Whether the Lord returns in our lifetime, as we suspect, or not, we have nothing to fear. Those of us who are born again of the Spirit of God, and should be full of hope, joy, and courage. Our new normal is just as secure as it has always been. God is still on the throne, and His Word is true. P.S. And if the 3 strange numbers weren't enough, how about this one? Something just brought to my attention by a reader. HR, House, what does HR stand for? House Bill, House something, R. What would that be? I don't know. HR 6666, supposedly a proposed bill in Congress that allows contract tracing to and COVID-19 tracing at your house and for other purposes by various funded entities. Check it out for yourself. Keep an eye on it. You can go to the website www.congress.gov/bill, B-I-L-L, /116, 1/16th, put the TH in there, Congress, /House, Bill, /6666, /text. It's a $100 billion project for fiscal 2020, to be duplicated if the coronavirus continues or comes back next season or any season after that. The article is posted by Todd Hampson. He's author of The Non-Prophet's Guide to the Book of Revelation, prophecy, Bible prophecy for everyone. We are moving closer, even if none of this has any bearing on what the Bible teaches. But that it would not is really far-fetched.